Hey family, it's Rhae, and I'm back with another word. So I'm going to get into the word. This is going to be called blessings on blessings all at once. So this comes from a dream that I had on December 18th of this year. And so in this dream, my uncle walked in the house and me and my sister were in the kitchen. Everyone else was in the living room. He whispered to me that he had just gotten a refrigerator. He also mentioned something else that he had been blessed with, but now I don't remember what it was. He said to my sister, "Do you remember when you said it feels like God has forgotten about you and the things he promised?" Then he proceeded to say, "That's how I felt, but I got these blessings today and it happened all at once. It was one after another after another." The rest of the family who was in the living room asked him what he was saying, but he didn't tell them. He walked back outside and that was the end of the dream. So the Lord gave me two scriptures, which is Amos 9:13 through 15 and Isaiah 55:10 through 12. But I'm going to do the message first and then I'll give y'all the scriptures at the end. And I'll also put them down in the description box. So starting with the refrigerator. The refrigerator here represents preservation. So the preservation of the things that the Lord has promised you, the preservation of the things that you have been waiting for, your blessings, your inheritance. So let's look up I'm going to look up the word preservation. So it says the act, process, or result of preserving something, such as the activity of or process of keeping something valued alive, intact, or free from damage or decay. So the Lord, the things that we've been waiting on the Lord for, again, divine timing. The things that we have been waiting on the Lord for that we have not received yet. The Lord knows what He's doing when He blesses us with stuff. He knows when we're ready. If it involves another person, He knows when they're ready. And all the time that we had to wait, or that we have been waiting for this thing or these things for us to receive these things, for the Lord to release these things to us, in that process of us waiting, He was preparing us for it, and He was preparing that thing for us. But in that time of preservation, in that time He was preserving these promises. He was protecting these promises. He was making sure that these things remained intact, so that when it came to you, it was in its full perfection. You were perfected for it to receive it. He was preserving these things so that they would be free from damage when you received it. So that if He were to have given us something when we weren't ready, there's possibility that we mess something up. Be it supernatural windfall of finances, wealth transfer, be it your union with your kingdom spouse, be it a business. He preserved it to release it to us at a certain time, because if He gave it to us too early, we may have damaged it. We may have messed some things up. So again, the definition of preservation is the act, process, or result of preserving something, such as the activity or process of keeping something valued alive. Something valued. He values you. He values what it is that He's promised you. He values even the act of Him promising you something. He values that. And because His name stamped on this, He's not going to give you nothing subpar. He ain't gonna give you nothing subpar and you be like, "Yeah, God did this for me." No. You see what I'm saying? So to keep something valued alive, intact, or free from damage or decay. Okay? So now carrying it on with the message. You may have been feeling like God has forgotten about you. You know the things you're in need of, and it's been a long time that you've been waiting or praying for this thing, and it hasn't shown up yet. Even your promises, it may not necessarily be a need, but just an expectation, a desire for things you know the Lord has promised you, and you haven't seen it come to pass yet. The Lord has not forgotten you. He has not forgotten about the promises He has made to you. You will begin to see these gifts and blessings manifest in your life. It will happen all at once, one thing after another. He whispered, okay, so in the dream, my uncle whispered to me, and he was only speaking to me and my sister. So as always, remember to use discernment concerning who you share these gifts and these blessings with, or who you even let know about you receiving them, like when you receive it. So always consult the Lord on who you may be allowed to share this with, if at all, or the timing in which He will allow you to do so. And I don't know what's going on. My voice been real acting crazy lately. Okay. So it says Amos. Even as I was praying before I started recording these words, my voice was going out. That's how hard I was going. So I'm sorry if my voice is kind of off, or the sound or something is off. I'm trying, but I got to get these words out to y'all. Okay, so Amos 9:13 through 15, and I'm gonna try to slow down too, because I know I talk really fast, but like when I speak slow, I stutter because I don't speak slow. I'm used to speaking fast. I don't know. It's like my words be going a mile a minute. So it's like if I speak slow, it's like I'll just start tripping on my words somewhere, I forget stuff. But I'll try. So Amos 9:13 through 15 says, "Yes, indeed, it won't be long now. God's decree. Things are going to happen so fast, your head will swim. One thing fast on the heels of the other. You won't be able to keep up. Everything will be happening at once, and everywhere you look, blessings. Blessings like wine pouring off the mountains and hills. I'll make everything right again for my people, Israel." So that's Amos 9:13 through 15. And then now we're going to get into Isaiah 55:10 through 12. And that Amos one was the Message version, I think. And this Isaiah 55 is the NIV, and it says, "As the rain and the snow come down from heaven and do not return to it without watering the earth and making it bud and flourish, so that it yields seed for the sower and bread for the eater, so is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands." It actually, as I read that just now, the Lord was speaking to me about the word that I just recorded about white Christmas, something like that. That dream just popped back into my head again. So this verse goes with that dream, and that dream goes with the verse really in this word in the spiritual sense. So that one was the natural sense, but He's giving this to me, applying that white Christmas, something like that vision, applying to this word in the supernatural sense. So in that dream, I had that dream this morning, actually on December 21st, and I mean that vision, and I had woken up and I prayed and everything, and I was going back to sleep, and as I was dozing off, it was 3:54 a.m. And as I was dozing off after prayer, I saw a vision of me walking out of a grocery store, and I saw that it was snowing. It was like in the early stages of the snow flurries were like trickling down. It wasn't stacked yet. Like it wasn't just all white. Like it wasn't stacked yet. I could still see the pavement, and I could still see the parking lots. I could still see the ground, but you could see it had like a white coat over it, and then the cars were coated in white. And it was just that's all I saw. And then, I woke up and I wrote this vision down in my notes. As I was reading that Isaiah 55 scripture, He brought that vision back to me just now. So, yeah, that is the word. And like I said, you guys, I'll put both of these scriptures down in the description box so you can go back and meditate on those and read that for yourself. And how the Lord speaks to you further pertaining to this word. If this word is for you, ask the Lord. If this word is for you, ask the Lord to confirm His word for you. Of course, you guys, test the spirit. Take it back to the word and test the spirit. Make sure that you're doing that with every word. Feel free to share this word with anyone who you feel needs to hear this word. Don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe to the channel. Oh, I'm over here talking fast again. Don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe to the channel. It just don't feel right. So that you'll be notified of any future uploads when I post. And I'll be back soon with another word.